Hey guys, Taylor here today, and today's video is going to be a little bit longer than normal because it's going to be a high level gameplay. And today I'm recording off of Luke's account when he was in the Dynasty to visit for high level gameplay, but he couldn't record, so I went on his account and recorded this for him. And right now he's like away right now, so he couldn't voice over this video, so I did for him. And right now, Luke is in a clan called Project Clash. It's a U18 forum event where they take the best Town Hall 10, Town Hall 9s that are under 18 years old and put them in a clan for a week. And yeah, it's going pretty well. So it ends next Friday. So if any good U18 players are watching, you guys should go check it out. I believe it has a yellow and black shield. But the first raid is from Benny, and he's using hogs, and he used to be a big go wee wee raider, but now he's starting to use hogs, and I have to say he's really good at it right now. And so in this video, or in this raid I guess, he's using hogs, and he places down his heroes at the beginning of the raid, and I guess that works out for him because his Barbarian King takes out that last Inferno. And his hogs right now are attacking the air defense, and then they should go either to the Expo or the Mortar. And they go to the Expo, but the Expo has a ton of health. I think 5,000 hit points almost. And right now his hogs are almost dead, and they're pretty much all gone. So all he has left is a few wizards and then his Archer Queen, and he has 30 seconds. But he does get a 3-star in this video, luckily, because his wizards were able to take out that last wizard tower. So alright, so he gets 350,000 gold, 372,000 elixir, and 3,600 dark elixir. And right here, I was going to show you the war results, but right when I went to, we got a maintenance break, so I couldn't show you this war. And I didn't really realize, but so then I went to their current war, and I show a few replays from there. So yeah, I just show the war stats, and I think I recorded this right before the new update, so that's why there's a maintenance. So right now I'm just going through the page, just showing you our attacks. This clan, they only got 2 stars. So at the top you can see all those 2%, and that's just attacking town halls that are outside for the loot, and because we didn't really need to try for this war, because no one attacked on their side. So I go to the war log, and I go to this latest war, and this was the one war they lost in, I think, their last 10. So they did pretty good for 10 in a row. This raid is from Azel, yeah, around that. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but she's attacking their #1 player with a fully maxed out base, walls and everything, and she's using go wee wee. So she's trying to lure the heroes, and she's having a little bit of trouble just because they're in the center, but I believe she gets them in a few seconds. But this raid is pretty crazy. It's an under 2-minute attack because she's trying to lure the heroes. And so they get them out to the corner. They're both level 40 heroes, so that might cause a little bit of trouble, but it should be fine. And right now he's placing golems and troops at the right and the top right, and then wall breakers in the middle to create another path for another golem. Then behind that, he's placing some wizards to clear the path for his king and queen to go to the center, to the town hall. And they're pretty experienced, and I believe they're the #1 player in the Dynasty right now. I think Benny's right behind, and they're having a little competition. But right now, the CC comes out, but shouldn't be a big problem. They try and freeze it, but they didn't get all the troops, but that's not a big deal. And the town hall goes down, and the king, queen are still alive, so it looks like it's going to be a 2-star. And right when they get 2-star, I would have ended it, but I believe they thought they could get a 3-star, but that didn't happen. I believe they end with like 62%. Yeah, and that's just, sorry about that kick. We were talking in chat because Luke went up to the dynasty, and then they were wondering where he went. This raid is from Chris. She's a co-leader in the dynasty, and she's pretty good. She got up to, I believe, 3,600 plus trophies when we had our push. She's in champions right now. I believe 3,400 is where she usually stays. She uses Go Wee Wee and Go Wipe. That's mainly her attacking force. But for her, she likes using jump spells for her golems, and she doesn't bring as many wall breakers as others do. And she sends in her heroes a little early from what normally people use, but it actually works out pretty well because they jump the first wall, and then the jump spell is in close enough so they can jump over the second wall into that core. So the problem with this raid is, or this base for Chris, is they have 2 single shot infernos, but luckily those golems and the mini golems are in the center, so she can get that town hall, and then she has enough troops left to finish off the 50%. Then 15 seconds left, her queen dies, and then she just has 4 witches and summoned skeletons. But so 54%, and that looks like it's gonna end the raid. She gets 49,000 gold, which loot doesn't really matter for clan wars. But yeah, this video, it's gonna be a pretty long video actually. I think it's around 14 minutes, just because I have a lot of replays for high level. And right now, this is the base that's Schnuckle is attacking is a really weird base actually. I forget if they get the 3-star. I believe they did. I don't know. I wouldn't use this base. It's really weak, like on where the defenses are, and they're spread out. I believe it might be an anti-hog base, but don't take my word on that. So, right now they're just luring the CC and the queen out. And they're having problems because there is a witch in the castle, and that's protecting the dragon, but in a few seconds the queen targets the dragon, and that goes down in no time. Right now, the attack begins, and luckily for them, they didn't have their king alive. So that's one less thing to worry about. So in this raid, they sent in their heroes first, which I wouldn't have done. But some people attack differently than others. But this is a hog raid, and this guy's hog base didn't really work out too well. And luckily for them, those infernos were easily free spelled at the same time. They weren't spread out enough to have to use 2, and luckily one of them was a single shot inferno, so it didn't affect it that much. And that free spell was a little bit late, but it's okay. So 55%. There's a pathway to the town hall. The hogs are pretty much, nothing's really left to hurt them, but those giant bombs did hurt a lot. And luckily it jumped over the wall before that level 6 bomb could hit it, because I believe those hogs would have died. But luckily these hogs did survive, and almost all of them are left, so they're all going for the rest of the buildings. And they're at 93%, getting the town hall. They're hitting it, and 2 stars, 7 seconds left. Can they get the 3-star? And they got it. So they get the 3-star for Clan Wars, which is really good, but as you can see, they did lose that Clan War, and yeah. So off to the next raid. It's another raid by Benny, I believe. Yeah. Right now I'm just collecting Luke's stuff. Yeah, it's another 3-star by Benny. He used hogs again. He got like 2 3-stars in, I think, 30 minutes. So that's really good for him. This base, it's not a maxed out base, but it is an easy base for him to attack. Because low level heroes are easy to lure, and he lures them to the corner, and there was no CC troops, so that's going to be a big help. So he takes out the king queen. I sped that up just because that's a little boring. In this raid, there's a ton of loot available, like 400,000 gold plus and 200,000 elixir. So he uses this strategy not only for the 3-stars but for the loot, because he wants to max out his walls and to make his base better. So right now he freezes the multi-target Inferno, but unfortunately his hogs did run away before, but he has to use a second freeze on that Inferno. Luckily he has it though, and his king, or actually his queen, is going to the center. His king is running around the outside, which is not the best for him, but it's not too bad because he does help clean up the rest of the buildings. And right after this recording, it was pretty crazy. Benny shared another replay. He got another 3-star from hogs. So he's really good at it right now. He's just started using them too. He was looking up how to use them, and yeah. If any of you guys have any ideas on the Farming 101 series, like what other strategies we can use, I think the next video we'll do is in a hog raid, or a hog strategy, or an all archery strategy, which I don't really like because it just is hard to use because all of the archers can get killed really quickly by splash damage without the barbarians to back them up. So this raid is by Chris, and it's against Nick, and I believe it might be only a 1-star, but I believe it's a 2-star. And when she shared it, she said her queen messed up, but I forget what happens. So she's just luring the CC, and it's an abandoned base, or half of it is, because one Inferno's out, which helps her out. And she uses jump spells again. So her golems jump into the center, and her queen is taking out the X-bow and the wizard tower. And her king jumps in, her queen stays on the outside, taking out the Inferno. So she freezes the Inferno tower, which wasn't doing much to her troops, but yeah. Right now her queen's taking out the town hall, and she has over 40%, so it looks like a 2-star, but I believe she was going for the 3-star, but that didn't work out in her favor. So right now I just decided to speed it up, I believe, in a few seconds, just so you guys didn't have to watch a minute of just troops running around. So her queen, I see what she was talking about. It got stuck on the wall that had nothing inside of it. And she lets her wizards and her archers at the top take out that dark elixir drill because it did have 1200 in it. So this is the end of the raid and the end of the video. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.